A company's CEO is shown at the start of the movie while telling everyone that she has sent the special super pigs to the different countries. Later, they will discover which place is suitable for super breeding. There will be a competition after 10 years and a super animal award will be given in it. The caretakers of those animals will also get a reward. The animals who will grow rapidly and will be healthy will be shown to the world. Now 10 years have passed and then a girl is shown after 10 years. Her name was Mija and used to live in the mountains of South Korea. She has kept a super pig with her and named it Okja, and she is shown in the forests with Okja. She was collecting some fruits and asks Okja to go into the water. She needs fish and her grandfather has placed a mic at his home with which he can call Mija at any time. Mija and Okja slept in the forest and she takes a shortcut when she awakes. So she will reach home hurriedly and moving speedily her foot slips. She falls down from the mountain but Okja saves her through a rope. It falls down while saving her and then she moves down to find her friend Okja. Then she calls it Okja and thankfully Okja was fine. She hugs it and we discover from it that they were good friends. At night, Mija was having dinner with her grandfather so her uncle tells her grandfather is coming. He is the uncle who has given her the super pig and he works for that company. Which is shown at the start and Mija goes to the Okja at night to sleep. They have a deep attachment and the next day, her uncle arrives at their home with his team. He has placed a device in Okja's ears with which he discovers Okja's health. A doctor is also shown with her uncle and he breeds the super pigs. The doctor gets shocked to see the super pig of Mija. He hasn't seen this kind of super pig in his life. He tells in an interview, "We have sent those super pigs into different countries 10 years ago. We haven't seen any super pig like Okja until now. That's why the title of the super pig was given to Mija and her grandfather." The doctor asks her grandfather how he kept it and how it is so healthy. He tells them we leave it freely in the mountains and whoever lives near nature will stay healthy. Grandfather takes Mija to her parents' grave and gives her a gold pig and Mija asks, "Why are you giving it to me?" He tells Okja is moving far from you but she says we have bought it, so how they can take it. Grandfather says, "I lied to you, Okja doesn't belong to us ever," and Mija becomes depressed hearing this and her grandfather tells her that tonight the corporation will place it into a different department. Then they will take it to America and Mija becomes depressed hearing this. She was angry with her grandfather why he didn't tell her before and runs towards her house. She reaches home but there was none and they have taken Okja. She runs towards the road but she sees they took Okja into a car. She returns home and takes her gold pig along with money and says, "I will save Okja." Her grandfather says it has to become the food of others and it is its destiny. We can't change it. Mija doesn't stop and runs towards the train. She reaches the corporation company and tries to talk to the receptionist, but she wasn't listening to her. Then she breaks the door and enters the office. She was looking for her uncle in the office when she noticed Okja being loaded into a truck. They were sending it from there and the truck was gone when she comes downstairs. Mija doesn't lose courage and runs to get on the truck. She was calling Okja's name again and again, "Okja's Okja," and it also hears her voice. Meanwhile, another truck is shown and there were two masked men inside it. They say to the truckman in which there was Okja, "Listen to us, we aren't robbers or terrorists. Please come to a halt, we have an urgent task for you." Okja's uncle and the truck driver were surprised to hear that. Who are they? The truck reaches a tunnel and the masked man stops the Okja's truck and they take it out. Then Mija calls Okja from a distance. Okja moves towards Mija as it sees her and runs from there while making Mija sit on it. They reach the road from the tunnel while running and then reach an underground mall. The masked men were also chasing them. The condition of Mija and Okja gets worse while running and the masked men take them into the truck. They tell Mija they are ALF, means from Animal Liberation Fund. They are animal lovers, and their task is to save any animal if it is in any trouble. Their group is doing this job for 40 years. They also expose the wrong people. And their leader tells Okja that they will send Okja to a lab. Then it will go through different experiments. Later, it will be sent for the pig competition. The leader tells there were many other animals made in that lab like Okja. It isn't easy to reach that lab. That's why they have to place a device in the Okja's ear. Then they will send it to that lab. So they will record the experiments they will do on Okja. They will show it to the world. There was the rule in their company. If Okja will refuse, they will not send Okja to the lab. Okja says she wants to go back into the mountains with Okja. But the companion of the leader lies and says Okja disagree. He says she is ready for the experiment, and then they place the device in Okja's ears. Then they jump into the water while leaving Okja and Okja there. The police arrives, and the corporation was defamed because of all this. How this corporation is separating a girl from her friend. Seeing this, the CEO of the company makes a plan that we will make Okja meet Okja in the competition. Likewise, their company will not be defamed and their reputation will become fine. Then we will do what we want, and then Okja's uncle, who is a worker here. He was taking Okja with him to New York. As the company has ordered him, and the media was taking their pictures, so they will make Okja meet with Okja. Okja reads an English book on the plane for learning English. Then Okja is shown, who was sent to the lab, and there were other animals as well, but the doctors get shocked to see an animal like Okja. They become happy. On another side, the people of the ALF company also started recording. The doctor in the lab bred Okja, and the Alpha group was watching this, and one of them says Okja wasn't ready for this experiment. I lied to you. Now the leader of this company hits that group member. He terminates him because those decisions were against their company. The doctors prepare Okja's meat for the others to taste. Everyone was shocked after having its meat that it was healthy and tasty as well. On another side, Okja was forced to get ready, and the company head arrives, who was helping her, and says, Okja, we have planned, so don't worry, we will save both of you. We will expose this corporation as we have all the recordings of the lab, and the company has started their event outside. Okja was brought there and announced that Okja will meet Okja. Okja doesn't recognize Okja. And the company has screened all the videos of the doctor of the experiments he has done in the lab. The people there become angry and they attack the doctor. Okja was also out of control and attacking Okja. Then the head of ALF hits Okja to save Okja. Then Okja stops the rod because she doesn't want her friend to be harmed. Okja sees Okja and says something in its ear, and the CEO of this company has lost everything. That's why she gives control of this company to her twin sister. Her name was Nancy, and she has approached the army and calls the army to catch the members of ALF. They were running to their truck while taking Okja and Okja. The officers were holding everyone one by one, and it seems like now Okja and the leader will be caught. Then the group member who lied that Okja agreed to the experiment brings the car there and saves Okja and his leader. The new CEO, Nancy, has stopped all the experiments with her sister. She has also closed the lab and ordered the slaughter of all the animals. The super pigs will now be slaughtered and sold for human consumption. Okja goes to the facility of this corporation at night. There were thousands of pigs, and Okja was searching for Okja, and the leader was also with her. Then Okja sees that Okja was taken to slaughter. She moves inside and sees the meat of super pigs being processed. She sees Okja, and a man was about to end it, but she shows her picture with Okja. She was requesting him not to end it, and Nancy also arrives with her security guards. The security guards hold the head of ALF and his companion. Mija says please let me and Okja leave, but Nancy says in anger it is my property now. It is just a business, nothing else. Their meat is demanding in the market and their life is just money for us. The head of ALF was also requesting for them to let them meet. Let them go, but Nancy has given the orders to end Okja. Mija asks her to stop and offers her the gold pig that was given by her grandfather. Nancy gets shocked to see that gold pig, then she deals with Mija and asks her security to drop them at their cars safely. Mija and Okja brought out of the facility, and then two pigs send their baby to Okja. Somehow their eyes were saying to save their kid. We will be killed, but please keep our kid with you, and seeing this, Okja hides the kid in its mouth. The time passes like this, and after some time, Okja and Mija are shown in South Korea. There was the baby pig with them at their home and Mija was living with her grandfather. Mija has saved Okja after struggling hard and putting her life in danger. This film ends here.